how to finally overcome the paralyzing cycles of overthinking. You see, overthinking is nothing more than having a chaotic mind. And a chaotic mind, in turn, leads to a chaotic reality. And a chaotic reality then leads to stress, anxiety, depression, and all the things that we actually don't want to experience. But what is overthinking? Overthinking is simply your mind not in control. And an uncontrolled mind then leads to an uncontrolled reality. And if you cannot control your mind, then you can never expect to actually control your reality. But what is overthinking? What is the result of overthinking? And the truth is, overthinking is probably something that's been troubling you for a very long time. And because it's been troubling you for such a long time, you've been experiencing a reality that is aligned with the reason why you feel stressed, the reason why you feel anxiety, the reason why you feel uneasy and stuck and limited in your capabilities to manifest the life that you want and reach your goals and actually accomplish the things that you want for yourself, for your family, for your future, for your now. But let's catch ourselves for a minute. What is overthinking? Overthinking is when you're replaying so many thoughts in your head. Overthinking is when you're replaying conversations, when you're going through what if scenarios, when you're trying to break down each and every way something can happen, whether it's a situation, an experience, or an action that you're going to take or maybe not take because you're too busy overthinking. Overthinking isn't about being smart or deep. It's in many ways sometimes your brain trying to protect you. You think overthinking is about making progress when in actuality, it's paralyzing. And the funny thing about it, life doesn't work that way in terms of the more I think, the better I will do. Because the more you think, the less you actually act on things you need to be acting on. And when you are not acting on the things that you know you should be acting on, you're not putting into motion the things that you actually want to happen in your life. And you're not even building any confidence that will make you feel comfortable and more confident in the direction that your life is going in. You fall into the what if loop. You begin to imagine everything that could go on, and you let your brain treat everything as danger, which then triggers anxiety. And you end up being in this decision paralysis that takes your life nowhere. Your mind gets cluttered, it gets chaotic, and you end up being stuck in a reality that you despise, that you hate, that causes you anxiety, and that makes you feel like you are not worthy of the things that you want in your life. You know you're overthinking when you continue to replay conversations in your head, when you're asking so many questions, when you need reassurance, when you're mentally tired. Meanwhile, you haven't even done anything to move the needle forward, but you're still tired. You're tired because your mind is cluttered. You're tired because you can't stop thinking. You're tired because you spent so much energy in processing thoughts that may not even exist. And truthfully, they don't exist. That now you're not even in a position mentally to take action. What can you do right now to stop overthinking? Like always, awareness. You need to catch it early. Most people realize they're overthinking way too late. And then by that time, they've already crashed out, they've already spiraled. But you need to begin to start noticing when your mind is getting loud. You need to start noticing why your mind begins to become chaotic. Why does it get loud? You need to begin to stop feeding those thoughts that you continue to have and try to ground yourself in the present moment. This is a rule that I read not too long ago about the 80-20 rule. And the rule is simple. If you have 80% of the information you need to make a decision, to take action, to move forward, to push something through over the finish line, or to even get started, then you need to just take action to get started. You need to begin to replace thinking with action. You can't outthink your way out of overthinking. You have to act your way out of it. If you're stuck trying to start a business, research how to begin that business. If you are contemplating sending a message, think about it. If you have 80% of the information, send the message. Action builds clarity, and clarity then defeats doubt. Confidence in most cases doesn't come before action. It comes from action. It becomes a part of you because you continue to build on the confidence by taking action, by becoming better, by refining your skills, by growing, evolving, maturing. That's how you become confident in yourself, in everything that you have going on. But if you continue to have a chaotic mind, which then leads to a chaotic reality, which then leads to you not taking action, then that confidence will never be able to grow and flourish. You need to stop chasing perfection. Perfection is always a moving target. There is no true perfection. All you can do is be the best version of yourself. All you can do is actually take action to make progress, to discover your weaknesses, to discover where you can grow, to discover how you can become the best version of yourself. But if you never take action, then those mistakes will never reveal themselves to you. Those opportunities to grow will never reveal themselves to you because you're not putting yourself in a position to make mistakes, to become aware of where you need to grow, to become a better person, a better businessman, a better businesswoman, a better entrepreneur, a better husband, boyfriend, girlfriend. You name it. If you're not taking action, you will never be able to build that confidence and actually grow and actually be manifesting the life that you want. If you're stuck and your mind won't shut off, try journaling. Try writing it all down. Try to incorporate the 80-20 rule. Do you have 80% of the information you need to move forward? And if so, move forward. The key thing about it is you can't control every thought, but you can definitely control the ones that you are feeding. And overthinking feels powerful, but it's just a habit. And the great thing about habits is those habits could be rewritten. And if you can rewrite a habit, that means you can change the way you think. And if you change the way you think, that means you're acting on things that are actually going to help you grow, that are actually going to bring you the life that you want. Think about the things that you can do now to help yourself grow. What are the things that you've been stalling on? What are the things that you haven't implemented? What are the things that you've been putting off to the side each and every day because you just don't know what will happen? You're spending so much time on the what if that it's generating unnecessary anxiety that you do not need. Think about what areas in your life that you can eliminate overthinking in. Whether it's starting the business, whether it's reaching out to a person, whether it's applying for a job, whatever the case may be for you in your life, it will never come to pass if you continue to spend time thinking and not taking action. The goal is to always take action. The goal is to always put your best foot forward. The goal is to always make yourself uncomfortable because that's where the real growth lies. And if you're avoiding discomfort, that means you're avoiding your dreams. That means you're avoiding your success. If you're avoiding being uncomfortable, you're not serious about manifesting the life that you want, because you can't grow in your comfort level. And most of the time, you're overthinking to avoid becoming uncomfortable. Think about ways in which, or areas better yet, in your life that you can stop overthinking on, that you can actually take action on, that you can begin to move in the direction of your dreams, that will allow you to build the confidence that you're looking for, that would allow you to actually change the life that you want to live, that will allow you to move forward and stop feeling stuck and stop feeling paralyzed and stop feeling like you don't have any options because you haven't made yourself available to the options. The key to overthinking is just to take action. Once you begin to take action, a lot of things begin to reveal themselves to you. And taking action only creates more clarity, only creates more confidence, only creates more opportunities for you to be aware of things that will allow you to grow, mature, elevate, and succeed. So if you are listening to this video or episode, remember, the key to stop overthinking and overcome overthinking is to take action. Be aware of the thoughts that you are having and understand that the only way you can move forward is by actually putting your best foot forward. Think about that.